So me and Danny are actually matching today. We're both in blue.
Matchy matchy.
Matchy matchy. He climbed downstairs in blue and I was like, we're matchy. So,
I got rest first though.
You got rest first? Or dressed?
He's driving.
Cameron's looking after the boys and all these roads. Danny convinced me, let's go to the garden centre. He was convincing me all last week, like, leave the house, Helen. So yeah, oh, we're here, yay. And they sell pond things here too, so we might get some new baby fish. I was telling Danny I had this weirdest dream last night. I dreamt that I went into labour and this is really cute. Let me see that. No, I don't think you see it. It's like a massive pot. It's huge. And then when I gave birth to a load of turtles. And I had to set them free in the sea. So yeah, strange. It's not busy at all. There's like what, a handful of cars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. That's not busy at all. And that could be a staff.
Yeah, that red one looks like it's been there for a while.
Yeah. So yeah. Hand sanitizer at the ready. We're good.
Good to go, peoples.
Wish me luck. I feel a little anxious, but I'm okay. It's not busy, so I feel okay. Wipe your trolleys and your hands, thank you. I love the little red robins. It's really nice in here. And the fairy garden stuff. I have that black. Oh my gosh. I bought a honeyer version of this.
Proper fairy.
I know, I love it. Isn't it stunning? Yeah, I can see. Following the arrows. I like them. I don't have a lot. Look, I don't have a lot. Usually their plants are like, there's a ton of them. Maybe they're just not getting
well, they're closed,
the
isn't they?
supply
So
in or whatever. Yeah. I've got that lily. Not that lily. That iris. I've got that one. Oh yeah, I wanted a submerged plant. I want a zone 4 or 5 plant. Hardly anyone in here, is there? Hardly anyone. I think it's good to support local businesses as they start opening back up because I bet they're really struggling. Ooh, look how pretty that is. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, there's a butterfly. I like butterflies. I think we're going to get these. They're really pretty. They'll go with the front of the house really well. Unless we see something else that we like better. Ooh, I love the cauldron. What? Look at that.
Liam would fit in that.
I'm not cooking children, you know. This is how you give people a bad name.
Not our children.
Yeah, yeah, you're giving witches all out there a bad name. That's so cool. That is really, really nice.
How much?
I don't know, it's worn off, you can't even see how much it is. It's going to be a lot of money, isn't it?
No.
Is that $82.99, I think? What's this? Is this put under the feet of plant pots?
Yeah.
I like it.
But I can understand why.
Yeah, it's solid. I love it. I love this as well. Look at that. I love the colour. I love plant pots. I could look at plant pots for hours. Ooh, I like that one too. That one.
Yeah.
It's like sandstone. And that. Have a look around, but I think I will go for them too. What do you think?
Yeah. Which one's what?
Danny's just happy that I've left the house. And look at me walking and everything. I'm doing so well. I think these were the ones that we were looking at last time, weren't they? Like the glossy black. I think I prefer them.
Definitely.
Yeah. All them ones, I think they were. They're quite nice. But I think the shape of them will mean they'll get knocked. The wind might blow them over.
Something more,
Yeah.
how windy it is.
Yeah. Really cool. They look like they've been dug up from Time Team or something. They don't look new at all. Frostproof. Oh, nice. I love rustic things. I'm starting to feel a bit woo now. It's warm as well. We're in Dobbies now and they have so much more variety of pond plants. So do they have big fish in there? Do they have their fish in there? They do. Oh, they do.
Little lily.
Oh, look at them. Stunning. It's so big. Let's see how much fish they've got.
Herons without a thing up their bum.
Yeah. That's a funny looking colour. Oh look, they do, they have loads. Shabunkins, that's what I want.
How many? 10?
No, my pond wouldn't fit 10. I love them. See, these are really pretty as well. Look at these. Okay. Look, is that cool? That doesn't sound. Oh my god, I love the decor. They're all like, pick me, pick me, pick me. Take me home, take me home. I think these are koi. These are a bit too big in our pond. But I love like the silver type ones. So pretty. It's amazing they've got so much, isn't it?
Yeah.
So much variety. Pretty. Want to see the fish house?
Yes, please.
I got fishies.
What time
Oh my gosh, they're upside down. Hold on, Ollie. Hold on, let me get them out. Sorry. It's really heavy.
Oh my gosh, you're keeping the fish surviving this egg. Oh, hello fishies. What type of fishies are they?
They're shabunkins. They're they can't see. Stop showing them the label.
Hello.
Say hello, fishies.
They're all in the corner.
I know, they're like, where's that pond I can see? Look how small they are, they'll soon grow. Do you remember when those fishies were this small? Do you remember?
Yeah. Hey little fishies.
It's really heavy.
Hey.
They're lovely.
They're all going there.
Yeah, they're all coming in the corner now.
Oh, no.
Right, so what we have to do, we have to put it in the water like this, just to let them get used to the temperature change. And then before we start introducing,
Oh, they
and
like.
it will float. Pass us that plant, darling.
They like.
Look at them go. Oh, they think that they can swim and they can't. They're like trying to.
Oh.
They're trying to swim out the bag.
They're all bunched up.
Oh, they're so cute. Love their hearts. And then I did get a plant.
What? Fishies.
This one can sit at the bottom of the pond
Oh, it's
and it will grow up towards the top, which will hopefully like take excess nutrients out of the pond, and then it's got pretty little pink flowers eventually. So if you can just put that in the bottom of the pond,
and you won't
maybe.
pick it up.
Where do you think? I think because I've got lots of plants over this side,
Well, you just
maybe the other side.
put it in the bottom.
Yeah, it just sits at the bottom of the pond. And then slowly mix the water so they get used to the change.
Hopefully get the change.
Yeah. I think they're going to like their new home, Miles. Ah, they're all grouped together. This bark really smells quite bad. My hydrangea is starting to bud. I can't wait for this to flower. So this bed definitely needs more in it. Got a couple of things. That Wheaten Heart's still doing really well because obviously it's in the shade. It's still got some really pretty flowers. That's a winterberry. I'm not sure how big that's gonna get, but yeah, little fern. I need some other shade plants. This garden is quite a fulsome spot, but because of the fence, that's what creates like the shade line. So yeah, come on boys, dig in. You're gonna have to wash your hands off for this, I tell you, because it's
It smells pretty nice to me.
You like the smell? Oh gosh,
Yeah.
that's very close. I think it stinks. It stinks. But it really does work with like suppressing the weeds. And then when you want to plant something else, it's just really, really easy to just move it out of the way.
Oh, my finger.
How pretty is this? Where it's got the green and then it's got, what colour would you say that? Like
A blackish
purple, yeah, blackish
blackish
purple.
maroon.
Maroon, very nice. Yeah, good description. Yeah, it's really pretty. And this was tiny when I first got it. It's really, really packed on some bulk. Thanks, boys.
Oh.
It's hard work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely need to wash our hands off.
Yeah,
with this.
it's disgusting and it stinks. So the mulch is done. I love the way it looks. It just looks so clean and tidy. Oh, and Danny also finished the fences out here. He used the spray gun, so it didn't take him long at all. Grow, my pretty, grow. I want it to flower so much. So after mulching the other side of the border, I'm going to top up this side. It was done like last year, but as you can see, same as the front, it like washes away, breaks down, that kind of thing. So I just want to top it up. I'm thinking about moving this plant. I don't think it's doing very well here. The leaves are browning and I think it's just too hot, because this side is completely full sun all day and then the other side is full shade. So I might try it over there and see if it does better, because it's just not happy. While I'm at it doing a bit of gardening, I'm going to plant these in as well into this border. This is a funny looking thing. It's like a big bush at the bottom and then these tall spikes with little deep purple flowers. Very strange looking. I'm not sure what it's called. So then I moved this red robin that was at the other end of the border, because I did rinse my hands, but there's a little bit of mud. Because I kind of want a balance of height, and this will replace the height because this will get big. And then I put one lily in there, obviously put in some extra mulch, and then that's that, I think it's a salvia, that red thing. And then the other lily, that side, this will get big as well. So yeah, and I'm hoping that this prefers it here. Fingers crossed. Right, let's go and mulch the front borders. So I was really pleased to pick up these black pots, because these are what I have outside the front of my house. They were terracotta and I painted them, but just in time, because it gets really, really hot out the front. My door's like south facing. Oh, there's a spider! So I didn't realise it, because this is exterior paint, but it just started to flake and peel off, so they're not looking their best. So yeah, I got the pots really cheap for like 50p, and I painted them with paint we already had, so it was meant to be like a cheap fix, but they just haven't held up. I've had them for a couple of years, so I can't complain, and these ones will last. And I love having lavender. Lavender for luck outside my front door. A 2-minute job, but it's going to look so much nicer out front. Finally getting around to doing my nails. I've done one hand. It's a colour changing green, so it's like an army green, and then when it gets hot it turns into like a yellow neon type colour green, which is really cool. Done one hand, about to do the other. So yeah, I thought I need to end my vlog. I've been editing, so I'll sit down and catch up with you for a baby bump update. I've actually started to feel baby kick now, which is amazing. You know, when you get to that point in your pregnancy, it just feels so reassuring to feel those kicks. Last week I was feeling popping and like the butterflies, but I didn't mention it because, you know, when I'm like, is that baby or is it just gas? It could just be wind. So once you start getting those proper kicks, then it's like, yeah, I know that's baby. Which is so nice, like I said. So the other thing I did want to talk about on more of a serious note, I did actually speak about it earlier in the week, but I deleted the clip. The death of George Floyd. And the reason I deleted the clip is because earlier in the week things were different than they are now. As in that clip I'm saying all of the police officers should face charges, not just the one, and obviously at this point they have. So a lot of what I said kind of isn't even relevant at the moment. And I think when you vlog once a week like I do, things can change so much in a week. So I'm glad that all officers are facing charges now, and so they should. I was absolutely devastated watching that video clip, as I'm sure all of you were. The expression on the officer's face made me feel sick. It was disgusting, turned my stomach. I was like, how can you get to a point in life where you are that inhumane towards anyone? Unbelievable. And yeah, I just wanted to come on and give my support publicly to the black community and publicly say that I believe Black Lives Matter. I think it's very important that we all speak up. In my real life, I would speak up, so I think it's very important that on my channel, even though I don't have a huge channel, I think it's right that I should say how I feel. Which leads me into, I don't believe in the riots, unfortunately. And I understand them, so please, if you do believe in the riots, please hear me out. I don't believe in the riots because not long after I'd moved from Tottenham to Kent, it was within the first year, and I'd moved 10 years ago. We had the death of Mark Duggan, which I know the circumstances are not the same, but they're similar enough, where you have a black man who died at the hands of the police, and then it resulted in riots. The riots spread across the country, and I remember standing in my mum's back garden and smoke just filling the garden. You could smell Tottenham burning, and it was so scary. It was a real scary time. And you know, apart from people losing their businesses and their homes, people lost their lives during those riots. And if I could say that as a result of that things changed for the better, then you could almost say it was worth it. But this has been making me think of that, and 10 years on, honestly, Tottenham hasn't changed. Tottenham is still the same place today as it was 10 years ago, which is so sad. Now, I know things are different now, because it's not just one country that's standing up and protesting, it's the world. Watching the news and you're seeing, you know, Germany and France and Australia, countries from all around the world are standing up to this injustice. So I truly hope it brings change, because we do need change, and we need change worldwide. So yeah, I thought it was really important that I voice my opinion, and I encourage anyone to do the same. Voice your opinion, because even if you feel like your opinion is so small, your voice is so small that you won't be heard, if everyone stands up and does something, speaks their opinion to somebody, you know, I think good things can happen. We can, as a world, we can change things. So yeah, I've been having lots of conversations with my children. Generally, I do have conversations with my children anyway, because I am a Tottenham girl. So the one thing that being in the area I'm in now, I feel like my children lack the diversity that I grew up having. So I think it's even more important than I have these conversations with my kids. So I'm always talking to them about race, sexuality, and not just the black community, but also other communities as well. So yeah, we all need to open our minds and our hearts and move forward in the right direction. So that's my 2 pence. So here's the colour Cold. Don't mind all the little speckles, that's actually glitter because I use the same towel every time I do my nails and you can't get all the glitter out. So I'm going to take my other hand out from the UV lamp, so I'm trying to get it hot to show you the difference. Well, you can see parts that are hot, and then as it cools down, it'll start going to this colour, which is pretty fun. I thought I'd just go ahead and answer the potential question that I might get of why we actually moved from Tottenham to Kent, because I can see that coming up. The whole reason for moving was solely because of housing. Housing in Tottenham was awful. There was me, Danny, Cameron and Liam in a 1-bedroom council flat that was meant to be temporary accommodation, but I got that flat when Cameron was a baby and we left when he was 7. So it wasn't that temporary, and we were overcrowded and we couldn't afford to buy in Tottenham. We couldn't even afford to rent privately in Tottenham. And because Danny worked full time and I worked doing hairdressing, we weren't entitled to any benefits that would help us rent privately because we earned more. It was, you know, when you're in that middle where you earn too much to get help but not enough to actually live somewhere. That was us. And then Danny changed his job and started working in Kent, so he was commuting, so it just made sense for us to move. You know, it gave us the opportunity to be able to have a house and buy our own, so that's why we moved. Danny actually said, we'll move, like, if we leave for 2 years, we will earn enough equity within our house to potentially go back. But that never happened. As time went on, more and more people from my hometown left. I don't think any of my family really live in Tottenham anymore. Some of them live in the local area of like the surrounding towns, but not really in Tottenham. All my friends left. The only friend I really have that still lives, well, she doesn't even live in Tottenham, but she moved over a town, is Mandy, who I go back and see very regularly. So yeah, that's kind of why we moved out. Otherwise I'd still be there. Danny dragged me, kicking and screaming, I tell ya. So yeah, I'm going to end my vlog. I hope you're all well. And yeah, let's wish for change. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.